Ecce Homo, it's this Latin phrase that comes to sort of define Holy Week. It means, behold the man. The garden is dark, and the only sound is the wind whispering gently through the aged olive trees. And that's why the man who's there praying can hear the sound of sandals smacking the ground and the chink-chink clang of armor bouncing against itself long before the police actually arrive in the garden. And there he is, kneeling. Behold the man, as he rises from his knees after praying, standing firmly with 2 feet on the ground, finding his center, rising uprooted to face what is coming, steady in his own goodness, sure of his own self, he readies himself to face arrest. The torches glare off the white walls, illuminating much of the government chambers as daylight creeps in over the clouds. The man stands bound before Pilate. He is bruised, he is beaten. Pilate has all of the power and the authority to let him go, but instead he abdicates his authority. And he hustles him off to Herod. Herod, he wants his intellectual curiosity satisfied. He wants Jesus to work a little magic. And when Jesus won't do it, when the man will not capitulate to Herod's request, Herod mocks him, dresses him up in fake robes, and then passes him back to Pilate. These 2 men, Pilate and Herod, they're dwarfed by the man who stands in front of them, the man who bears witness to the miscarriage of justice. Injustice always leads to lack of peace. Behold the man. He stands there, and he is justice, and he is peace. And his refusal to capitulate to their injustices and give up his dignity is in stark contrast to them as he stands ready to face condemnation. Pilate abuses his power to protect the innocence of the man. And then furthermore, Pilate calls in the accusers. And he asks them what it is that they want, though he must know the answer already. Crucify, crucify. Release Barabbas, the freedom fighter. At least he has a vision for how things might be. Release the one who has caused an insurrection and done murder. Release the one who is violent as we are violent. And behold the man who stands refusing all violence, who will not lift a finger to deny the dignity of any other human being, even his accusers, even the authorities. He stands, knowing who he is, respecting who they are, not begging, not pleading, not throwing a punch. He stands ready to accept the verdict. Simon of Cyrene breathes heavily, laden under the device that was devised to make men suffer and demonstrate the omnipotence of the state. And the crowd gathers. Women who've had no voice in any of this walk beside the man, weeping, in solidarity with him, bearing witness to the pain and the injustice and the cruelty. Crowd grows, and there are people within the crowd who choose to jeer at what they believe to be weakness. There are those in the crowd, though, who are silent, and this is the vast number of the crowd. Some of them are silent because they don't know what to think about this Jesus. Perhaps he deserves what is coming his way. There are others, though, who are silent, like Nicodemus, who had the authority but chose to just let it go. And there are a lot of people in the crowd, the silent bystanders. They've been witness to the feedings, and they've experienced the healings and the teachings, but they will not be standing up, and they will not be counted in this moment because the price could be too high. And so silently in their hearts, they lament what is happening, which is really meaningless in the face of inaction. Behold the man. He is injured, and he is walking at a reasonable pace, neither dragging his feet nor hurrying along. And his face is not full of haughtiness, lording it over the people who will crucify him, nor is it full of regret or fear. Instead, he looks at the faces of the people around him, looks at them, and loves them. Because this is the price of incarnation. This is the price of divine love made manifest. And this man will be lifted up and nailed to a cross for love of his accusers, for love of the authoritarians, for love of the weeping women and the fleeing disciples and the silent bystanders. He is ready to go to his death. Ecce Homo, behold the man. This is the way of the cross. This is the crucified one, who neither violently resists nor capitulates to the world's power games. This is the way of the cross, a middle ground of integrity, in which there is no arrogance over people, a sense that the man being crucified is right and others are wrong. Nor is there any timidity or cowardice in the face of this, the price of grace. And all of Holy Week is really Ecce Homo, behold the man. But there is just this, Ecce Nos, behold us. We watch the way of the cross. We watch the walk of the crucified. Ecce Nos, is this the way we will walk if we are asked?